Hello, my name is Alex. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a book recommendation video because my birthday is this month. I am a Taurus sign. My birthday is May 19th. It's next week, or I guess like this week as I'm posting it, which is scary and I don't like it, just because I'm getting older, but this inspired me to do a book recommendations video based on my zodiac sign. I do want to put out a disclaimer that I'm not an expert on zodiac signs or astrology, so in my description down below you can find some more videos that talk about this more in depth. I know Kerri from KerritheBookBelle, she has a whole series on this, so I will put her Taurus one down below if you want more recommendations or just want to know more about your sign. I'm really not big on zodiac signs. I think that all astrology and zodiac signs are kind of bullshit because it's just someone feeding you information and you could probably be any of the signs. Like, honestly, it's like picking your Hogwarts house. You could be any Hogwarts house. But I think that this is just fun, and actually some of the Taurus things do apply to me, so I think it's just fun to be like, oh haha, that like applies to me. So without further ado, I'm gonna get right into the video. All the books that I mentioned will be linked down below, so let's just get into the video. If you are a Taurus, happy birthday, and I hope that you get some book recommendations out of this video. If you do enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, and let's get started. So if you didn't know anything about astrology or zodiac signs or the Taurus sign before this video, a Taurus is someone that has the birthday falling from April 20th to May 20th. Just to have some background on the recommendations I'm going to be giving, I'm going to give you some of the characteristics that are associated with the Taurus sign. First is that they like food. They're a foodie. They like going to new places for food, recommending places, just trying new food. But they also are a homebody and like introverted and like their alone time, and I definitely relate with both of those. And last is like the big thing that they're associated with is being stubborn. Our animal, or like our sign symbol, is the bull, and so the Taurus sign is very stubborn. We're just stubborn and we can't really handle it, so we're either chill or just really angry. So we're definitely a hard sign to please. So with that being said, some of the book recommendations I'm going to give you have characters that are foodies, that are chill, introverted, and stubborn. So without further ado, I'm going to get right into the book recommendations. I am sorry for that long intro. Sorry if the angle changed, but my camera died and I had to switch batteries. So the first recommendation I have is a book that I haven't recommended in a while, but you probably already know what this book is if you have been on the internet, but it is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. If you don't know what this is about Lara Jean, who has written letters to the boys she's loved and put them in a hat box for them not to read. But one day they get sent out and she has to deal with the aftermath. There's a fake relationship trope in here. I love it. But I would recommend this for the Taurus sign because I'm a Taurus and I love this book, so I think it qualifies. But it also qualifies because Lara Jean loves cooking. This is a whole trilogy, and the trilogy just keeps going with baking and cooking. Lara Jean is a big baker, and there are a lot of recipes in this book. I've done them before. I just love this trilogy because it always makes me hungry and makes me want to bake more. The third book is all about chocolate chip cookies, so I just highly recommend this book. The next book I have to recommend really screams Taurus, and this is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. This book has a lot to do with the Taurus sign and has some food in it, like there's an ice cream shop they go to, a pizza shop. There's like a whole scavenger hunt scene when you get to really see the town, and responsibility. Taurus is known for being a responsible and devoted and independent person. This book is about Andy, who has to get a summer job and ends up becoming a dog walker. And that can be a very big job that requires a lot of responsibility. She has a bunch of dogs, as you can see on the cover, and on the back of the cover. I really enjoy this book because it has a lot of imagery. Andy goes all over town and stops at the local pizza shop, the local ice cream shop, etc. And she is definitely a foodie. She eats a lot of food in this book, and I love that. But she is just really devoted and independent, especially to her love interest, and to her friends in general. I really enjoy the friend group in this book, and so if you're a Taurus and you need a summer read, I highly recommend this one. Another characteristic of the Taurus sign is that they like music, and the book I have to recommend for that is P.S. I Like You by Kasie West. This is all about Lily, who writes some song lyrics on her desk in chemistry class, and the next day she finds that someone has continued them, and she ends up having a desk pen pal. She is a musician and she likes to write song lyrics but hide them from people. She is also a homebody. She's a very independent character and I just really enjoy her. So if you want to read a book about an anonymous crush or like a pen pal romance, I highly recommend this one. The next book I have to recommend has a character that is definitely super stubborn, and this is A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. This is a whole series, and it is a Sherlock Holmes retelling. This book follows Charlotte Holmes and Jamie Watson, who are the great-great-grandchildren of Watson and Sherlock Holmes. This book, I'm just going to talk about Charlotte primarily because she is very stubborn and difficult, but she's super badass. When I was thinking of books to recommend for this video, I knew I had to include this one. Charlotte screams Taurus. Like, I swear she's a Taurus. She is so stubborn and independent and just very badass at the same time, but she can get on your nerves, and she has definitely done that to Jamie once in a while. This book involves a murder mystery. Jamie and Charlotte are framed at their boarding school for murders that keep going on, and they have to solve it, and it's great. So if you enjoy that aspect and you enjoy like a retelling of Sherlock Holmes, I highly recommend this book, but I will say that Charlotte is a Taurus, so just watch out. Going along with stubborn characters, I'm going to recommend Not If I See You First by Lindstrom. This follows this girl named Parker who is blind, and she is my favorite character ever. I just really enjoy Parker as a character because she doesn't want anyone to feel pity for her because she's blind, and she just wants to be a normal person, and I really enjoy this. I really enjoy this book overall too because it follows her having to get over a breakup, but it doesn't involve a romance, and I just really enjoy how Lindstrom wrote this. Also, she is trying out for the track team. She loves to run and like walk, and I think that that is awesome. I just love her because she is stepping over the boundary, and I highly recommend this book. I feel like it's so underrated, so please go and pick it up. So since this video is getting a little bit long, I'm gonna just recommend 2 more books, and then we're just gonna wrap it up. So if you do want a part 2 of this and just want more recommendations, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. So here we go. Here are the last 2 recommendations I have. I have another Morgan Matson book to recommend you. When I was researching for this video to see what books I could recommend, this one kept popping up. The book I have to recommend is Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. This is about a girl named Emily who has always relied on her best friend Sloane for everything, and one day during the summer, her best friend Sloane disappears and leaves her with a list of things that she should do. It's just basically about her following this list to get out of her comfort zone. Some of the things include apple picking at night, dancing until dawn, kissing a stranger, and going skinny dipping. This follows a romance and just Emily getting out of her comfort zone. I really enjoy this book for that. This wasn't my favorite book, but it is a book I would recommend for anyone that is a Taurus. I would recommend this for the Taurus sign because Emily is a very loyal friend, and loyalty is something associated with the Taurus sign. So if you enjoy anything that I already said about this book, go and pick it up. It's a good summer read too, so if you're looking for more summer reads, I got you covered. And the last book I have to recommend is a book all about music because, like I said before, the Taurus sign is associated with being a music lover, and this is The Beauty That Remains by Ashley Woodfolk. I don't recommend this enough. It is so underrated. It is so good. This is all about 3 characters who have lost someone recently and just the different stages of grief and how somebody goes through grief, and I just absolutely love that. The characters are friends of friends that are in this band, and so the band really brings them all together, and it's like a pop punk band, and I like pop punk, so I really love this book. So if you are a Taurus and you're looking for a book with a more darker tone but music, I highly recommend this one. I just love it. It's so good and very underrated. So those were all my book recommendations for the Taurus sign. If you want a part 2 of this, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. And to let me know if you're a Taurus. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you want more videos like this, go and hit subscribe to become a paperback pal. I have a Patreon as well, so go over to that if you would like to support this channel and the content that I am creating. I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.